Well guys, it's time to start building the roof for this house. I got two great big beautiful log trusses on the front and back of this house. And after building this small practice truss in the last video, I am excited and I'm ready to take on these great big ones. But we really better get right at her because there is so much work to do on these two trusses. So the bottom log for this truss, I've already fitted into the walls, so I had to take it off, set it here, and then we can build this whole truss conveniently on the ground. I'm just laying out every piece of this truss, and there's so much layout before I can even start thinking about cutting. I think it's nice. It will really be nice to use up some of these crooked logs like this in shorter pieces here. This is a cool piece of wood. I think it's gonna work good. Just about done with the layout. And there's just so much to do. Well, I mean, like, it's Halloween, but winter is here. And it's cold enough here too. I really hope that the block heater is working on this. I can see it's got one. I don't know where the cord's going though. Gotta fish that out. I got nothing that's gonna work in these big flatheads. It's just too big. I can't remember what I jimmied this screwdriver up for before, but we are hoping it's gonna work. Fit? Shit, yeah. That's a beauty. I win. So I broke into my crane now. That's gonna be so much easier. Well, I'll know if that works here right away. The block heater, it's definitely working. Let's see if how she fires up here. Beauty, beauty, beauty. It's a beautiful frosty morning today. Feels like winter. Sure won't be long. So this is the first joint out of 8 joints on this truss, and there's just a huge variety of angles. So you can see here, this is the joint I'm making. I've been working on this truss for quite a few days, and I'm just now gonna be breaking out the jig to start cutting some joints. Awesome. Perfect. I'm out here all day, so I always bring lunch. And nice having this building heated, sit next to the fire and have my lunch and coffee. I mean, it feels like winter, but it's not too bad, and I don't mind it at all. Sure gets a hell of a lot worse. This is the most precise kind of joinery I can think of, man. I mean, it's just work. I don't mind it at all. And it just ends up being so worth it in the end. So what I'm working at right now is the tops of the rafters where they join the post. I already got the post traced out, and now I'm doing this here. Perfect now. I did probably choose the hardest, most precise, complicated way to do this. That's okay. But you got to remember too, I'm a first-time truss builder. I built this beauty, but it's still my first time building a full-size truss. I'd run into a few things that taken some time, but I mean, it's just so precise. There's so many adjustments, there's so many calculations and double checking to get it absolutely precise. But it's just something I'm totally okay with spending the time to do it as best as I can and get the best looking result, because these are going to be centerpieces of this house. They're going to stay there forever, and they're going to be a testament to the quality of what I'm trying to build with moving forward. You don't go A plus B equals C and then figure out D. Like, you got to start at Z and work your backwards to A. I had to know how to build this truss, how I was going to build it, the heights, the logs I was going to use for the roof before I even set these beams. And that's where it gets extremely complicated. Especially when I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing half the time. For every joint, I'm adjusting the jig and repositioning it, and I gotta make sure it stays all at the same measurements to make sure it stays square and these pieces are flat. This is the last joint. I'm gonna get this joint done, and then it's gonna be time to start cutting. I'm excited about that. Holy jeez. I'm pretty nervous, to be honest with you guys. You know, one wrong measurement in any way and this will be totally off. And it's gonna be really hard to fix, like almost impossible. Just really gotta keep track of everything here. There's like 100 different measurements and angles. Okay, it's go time though. Let's get her done. First snowfall of the year. Short days. I've had my headlamp on since 3. It's not even 5 yet, but it feels like it's dark. Still getting done what I can. A lot of people were asking me why I wasn't going to have solar to power this house and why I want to be on the grid. You know, I spent 3 years off the grid. I have this little system powering this and then the big system up at cabin. Right now it's basically useless, like to the extent where it won't run electric fence. 2 panels. I mean, you have a day like today, you get absolutely zilch. And you know, it's not unusual to get a week of this. Beauty. Okay, well I just finished the last joint here and it's time to put this thing together. I got the big pipe rack here and I think that'll be a nice platform to set this up. But I've been storing all my projects on here and wood, and I gotta move everything, so. I really enjoy looking at this thing, so I decided to keep it. It's time to put this truss together. I really hope it fits. This is not going to be easy. We got a lot to do. I've learned how to do this truss building and the methods of mitered construction here from Robert Chambers' work, particularly from reading these 2 books here, which I'll put on the camera here. They're really good books. Robert is very evidently, clearly a good teacher and does a really good job of explaining something extremely difficult in, I think, about the simplest way you could. I've really had to read and then reread to really fully grasp everything, and still there always seems to be some particular questions that I come up with that I don't really know what to do about. So thank you to Robert for answering those questions for me and for putting really great invention and great work into these really good books. Holy smokes, this is exciting. What a way to start the day. It would always be nice to have an extra set of hands here at times, but I can always seem to find a way to do it. Hey, hey. Oh God, I hope you fit. I hope so bad this fits. I can't even tell you guys. This is gonna be tricky. The plan's looking good. It's just gonna be a lot of work here to fit these together, man. A pile. So I gotta pull the top together here, and then I gotta move this whole bottom log together here all at once. I gotta line all those joints up, and that's hard. These logs are not easy to move around. It was hard even with that small little one, you know, but these beasts are really hard to move and stay together, and I gotta assemble it more than once too. Hey, what are you doing? This squirrel hangs around here at lunchtime because he picks up the scraps. Try that for now. Come on, baby. Fuck's sake. There we go. Shit. Oh God. Get these started now. Friends, this thing is coming together in the most special way. I've just worked so hard on this at this point. Like, sometimes I just look at the work in front of me. Like this, I might have to set this up 3 times. And it's like, you look at that and it's damn near discouraging. Like your bones just ache looking at the amount of work to do. But in these moments, it's all worth it. And when I put these trusses up and when I look at these trusses for the rest of my life, every single time I look out of the window, I'm gonna be happy with myself and forget how how hard it was. This is incredible. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, we're not there yet, but these rafter joints are basically all the way down. They need trimmed up, but they're coming together good. I just got to pull down the center here of the truss. And this joint here too. The angles are matching up really good. Really good. I got some work to do, no doubt. The nice thing about this pipe rack is that it's slippery, and the not nice thing is that it's slippery. I just got to bring this here down, and then she'll be good. Oh, a little icy here. Oh goodness. I'm so happy to share these moments with you guys. Like, I really am. I mean, it's a lot of fun for me. This is going to be one of the things I'm most proud of. Probably about the most beautiful thing I've ever built. And I am feeling a certain kind of special way about this, guys. Oh my God, guys, it fit. It all fit. I just gotta bump this over a little at the top, but this whole truss is fitting perfect. Holy shit. Okay, so it's time to fit the next pieces onto this truss. It's gonna get even more complicated, and I'm a little bit stuck. Like, not really. I could proceed, but I want to know that this is gonna look good before I do it, because there's no going back. I mean, I've never even seen a truss like this in person. There's so many things, you just don't know how it's gonna work out. These are the tree branch like pieces here called webs that I'll show you on this picture. If I make them the same size as the post, it's going to overpower the truss. I think it's going to be too big in the middle. If I make them too small, they're going to look twig-like, and I'm not going to like that either. I think this is my best guess, but I just can't quite figure it out now. It's hard to even take a good look at this thing, so I put the drone up in the sky, guys, and take a look at it. But still, it's sitting on top here. I think I'm going to cut it down so it looks more like it's fitted in there. And then we'll see how it looks. You know, I'm thinking that still looks pretty good. I don't think that's twig-like. I think that's gonna be pretty good. Take a picture and look at it on the computer later. But yeah, I think this is a successful test, friends. Let's keep giving her. So I've just laid out the secondary pieces. These are the webs. They really make this truss look beautiful, make it look tree-like. But it's making things a lot more complicated here. I decided to make some measurements while this truss was assembled. But now to fit these webs to that piece here, I'm going to have to take it apart. I can deal with the snow and the cold pretty good. This is the worst part about winter, is the ice. They got a wet snow on these logs and it's just covered in ice. I'm trying to get lines and shit on this, but basically I have to dry it off with the torch to even write on it. Well, it looks like I'll be working in the snowstorm here today. Did I ever just get soaked today, but we're still giving her. Oh well, what can you do? One day at a time. Just keep giving her. The webs are all ready to cut, and then this is ready to put back together. Fuck all that. I've never done these webs before, It's something new. Every time something new, it seems really hard. I really struggle visualizing how things are gonna go together without seeing them for the first time. So see some of my drawings I've done, like I'm doing a new joint here, some calculations, and drew out this half, and these are just for the webs. So it's been real slow down here, but on the next truss, this part is really gonna go quickly. And this is the last joint for this truss. The real winter is here now, friends. We got the snow. It's the last half nice winter day, minus 15-ish. And tonight it's gonna be close to minus 25. In the next 2 weeks it's just all around that minus 20. Gotta get all my equipment ready for winter. Put some lightweight 040 oil in everything because it's cold enough you need it, because regular weight oil, it just don't work properly in this temperature. Perfect. Clean that out and we're good to go. What a beauty. The weasel was chasing the squirrel. Now I come over here and film him, and he quit chasing him. Maybe I interrupted his lunch. Squirrel starts taunting him. This is friendly squirrel. Weasel is friendly too though, not a mouse around here anymore. The joys! Fuck's sake. The joys. The joy of getting everything started. The days are so short, it feels like you're spending a good part of the day doing this. Well guys, I'm really just hoping I've been fighting this cold weather for a good cause. I'm trying to put the truss back together here. All these extra pieces, they just make it even more difficult to get everything back together. It takes a long time. Oh, I hate that noise in the background. What a relief, because I have been working on this for so long, and when you come out here and it's 30 below in the morning, and it's such a relief that everything is fitting together. I have spent an unimaginable amount of time on this project. It has been a project like absolutely no other. If you're not including my house, because it's kind of part of the same thing, this is probably the most beautiful thing I've ever built. Definitely the most complicated. And I'm very proud of myself for sticking with it and being fussy. A quick note about the merchandise. We have postal strikes going on here in Canada, and I imagine a lot of my Canadian friends are worried about that if they're thinking about ordering from my store. Now, I had a couple orders there that had delays when it first started, but I'm set up to ship through the other carrier, so everything is still shipping. It is a busy time of the year though, and there's a lot of orders, especially since Canada Post is striking. Everything is going to be swamped and overwhelmed. But I still expect to ship and get orders out. If anyone's looking for stuff before Christmas in Canada, I would say try and get it ordered right away. I can't say exactly when it's going to get there. Things are unpredictable this time of the year. But I would give it some lead time. And then for my friends in the States too, everything has been still shipping really good, and the times have been really quick. So just a quick update there, guys. But that's it for me. I got a lot of work to do here, still building the roof and see what I can't do. It's going to be 30 below tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be out here tomorrow, but I'm just going to keep working one day at a time to do what I can and try and do my best. Until the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.